Yeah, very good day yesterday and skate here today. So really happy with things. Always a credit to our medical staff and getting a handle on stuff and getting to work right away and helping immediate progress. So, woke up Saturday feeling pretty good actually and was really hoping to give it a go. But, medical staff wanted to make sure we're on top of things, give it a little extra time, and we're just trying to be on the smart side of stuff. So, like I said, full credit to them on getting a handle on it right away and had a good day today.
You missed a game because of your illness and you come back in. I imagine that's got to be a little bit frustrating just to kind of find your rhythm going.
Missing games, always frustrating. That's what it's all about. That's what you prepare for, what you train to do every single day, and all the extra that goes into it behind the scenes, trying to be at a certain level and trying to be consistent night in and night out, be durable, be counted on throughout the season. So, take a lot of pride in that and wanting to be available to the club and go out there and contribute and do it night in and night out throughout the season. So, not ideal, but you just try to attack with what's in front of you and do everything you can to get back out there as soon as possible.
On the flip side, you guys are missing people but are winning games. That's a good part.
Yeah, it was a really good week for us and a lot of good things to that. The way guys have really thrived and excelled with opportunity. Our top guys continuing to do what they do. Obviously Austin on another historical pace and the way he's kind of continues to elevate. So all throughout our lineup, a lot of good things, a lot of good signs. Team game is continuing to come along and develop and earning the results that we want. So a really good week before obviously a tough trip here ahead.
Was something that happened in the game or was something that had been lingering?
Something I noticed in the game, partway through and didn't think anything too serious of it. Kind of forgot about it actually throughout the rest of the game and finishing. Noticed some soreness afterwards and obviously checked in with medical staff and followed up on Friday. Still have some of that soreness and discomfort, but like I said, woke up Saturday feeling really good and was really hopeful. But obviously trying to, like I said, medical staff wanting to be on the right side of things and obviously getting the diagnosis and seeing what we're dealing with and knowing what's ahead. So a lot at play there, but really happy with the progress obviously so far and being out there today, back on the ice and then obviously with the group too. So like I said, really good day and happy with where I'm at and continuing to progress.
What did you make of Mitch's reps on defense there yesterday?
He's just a really good hockey player and his ability to, read the game, tremendous instincts. I think, there's no doubt why he has always talked about being in the Selke conversation and things like that. So, it doesn't surprise me that he's able to make that transition and be called upon in a position that, he's not really obviously familiar with and used to, but his ability to adapt and his skill set really suits that really well. So, whether it was that or just the whole group obviously had a phenomenal night last night, so which was great to see.
Interesting power play alignment at the end there. What do you think about the possibility of 5 forwards?
Yeah, I don't know if that was fully scripted that way or Guy just kind of wanted to do something there after practice. We didn't talk about anything beforehand, but we've done it before, so it obviously wouldn't be a complete surprise. But if that's the case, there's a lot of familiarity there, and everyone's kind of in traditional roles and spots that they're in, and we just talked about Mitchie playing defense, so you never know. So whatever the case is, we'll be ready for it.
And you get to work Bird in there too. After last game, getting the goal.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I think anytime you finally go on, you go on a drought and you finally see it go in, especially after playing well and creating chances and doing good things. I just feel a little bit lighter and can just continue on and know that you've been rewarded recently and got that feeling back of it seeing across the line. So great for him and he's been a key contributor for us and all year. Offensively, hasn't gone as consistent as you'd like, but in so many areas he's really helped our team.
What did you know of Marshall Rifai in the training camp when he was here?
Oh, he's just a very competitive guy. He's in tremendous shape. Comes in. His fitness is excellent. So I think his work ethic, his preparation is really elite from that aspect, and just plays a hard, intense game, competes really hard on pucks in and around the net. And obviously has the ability to see the ice and make the plays when they're there and earn this opportunity, with the big club. So great for him. Excited to have him here.
What does it mean for you to get this call up here?
Obviously, it's exciting. Try not to think too much. Enjoy it. It's good to have some familiar faces here, so just enjoying it.
What do you think you can bring to the group if your number gets called?
Just try to play my game. Don't really change too much. Do what's gotten me here. Defend, skate, and try to be physical.
Ryan Hardy was saying that last year, you took advantage of the opportunities that were given to you last year when this team was full of defensive injuries and you guys were full of injuries. Where do you think you've taken that big step in your first year of pro?
I wouldn't say big steps. It's just kind of small incremental steps as the seasons go on and take coaches' feedback and implement that into my game.
As your career gone, can you talk about the university route that you went and how you got where you are today?
I played college and then got to come here last year and play the American League on a great team, and now I'm just trying to, continue to improve, and now I'm here.
It looks like you had a conversation with Keefe at the end of practice. Just what was said?
Nothing too much, just a couple pointers here and there, and not to think too much. Enjoy it. All good stuff.
Marshall, how have the ups and downs of the Marley season this season? How can that help you coming in and just maturing that way?
Yeah, I think you said it right there. I think you mature as an individual, and then the team matures as well. So I think that's something we all go through together, and we lean on each other. So it's been good.
You mentioned familiar faces, seeing some of the Marley's teammates that you have in the past too. How nice is it just having them here and helping you through this transition?
It's great, obviously. They're all great guys, and makes things a little bit easier when you come into the room.
He needs to describe he's a passionate guy. How do you think that might help in terms of the identity of this team, that there's a lot of passionate guys?
Yeah, I think probably most guys in here are pretty passionate. I just try to compete hard and do what's asked of me.
Are you bilingual coming from?
Yeah.
Bingo?
Yeah.
So you come at the right time, Benoit and Lacroix.
Yeah. I'm taking over.
Good to see John Tavares back skating with the group here. What's his status?
Yeah, that was the expectation, was that he was going to give it a try today to see where he's at. Haven't spoken with him directly or the media or the medical team here yet. So he along with a host of others will be a game time decision for tomorrow, especially with it being a 12 o'clock game and less time to sort through things like you normally would on a game day. So at this point, quite honestly, I don't have any real sense of what our lineup will look like tomorrow.
The bunch of others are the guys who took the days off practice.
That's right, yeah, and Legacy as well.
Why Marshall for the call-up?
Well, we like the players and his time that he spent here with us through training camp and preseason and such. But he's done a really good job there with the Marlies. I know they've been really happy with his development as he's settled in here. But also, he's got some NHL attributes to him. He skates extremely well, moves around the ice, closes space very well. He's physical. He's a competitor. So there's attributes there that you really like, and with the uncertainty with our defenseman that we have right now, you need an extra body. So the organization felt that he was the guy that made sense.
Is it just also like the fact that he was able to turn his opportunity to like an NHL level deal, like when you guys were kind of going through defensive injuries and they were going through defensive injuries last year?
Yeah, I think that's less to do with it. It's more so just he's progressed. Like I said, he's got great attributes that you make him an NHL prospect and a guy you want to develop, and through that, which is probably why he earned his NHL deal last year. But this year, the reports are that he's progressed well and he's a lot more comfortable with who he is as a player and kind of recognizing what he needs to do. So, when you need a guy, which we need a guy right now, and opportunity has presented itself, that he's done a good job to prepare himself for this call.
Was there a further update on Lagesson after?
No further update, really. He's just, at this point, just day-to-day. Not ruled out for tomorrow, but just everybody just felt it made sense to keep him off the ice today, along with the others.
The other day you were talking about the idea of potentially going back to 5 forwards power play. I'm just wondering if, like, with the shortage on defense, you might look into that for tomorrow.
Yeah, we've talked about it daily. Remains an option for us. Got some reps at it today in practice, but obviously there's no Liljegren in practice today. But yeah, we like it. It's an intriguing option to manage the minutes of the defenders, and also just with Morgan out and everything. But same time, power play was pretty darn good yesterday, as it was. So keep all that in mind.
Is Timmins still? What's his situation? Any improvement?
He's improved. He's in the building today, so I saw him working out for the first time, and at least the first time that I've seen him in there. So it looks like he's feeling better. The nature of the illness and mono and everything, there's more to it than just how you feel. He's got to, go through some medical clearances before progressing to getting on the ice and such, and he's not there yet.
As you plan out this road trip, do you have a better mapped out plan as to when you might be able to use Joseph again?
In terms of when we'll use Joseph, that's more so him just kind of continuing to develop himself and get ready. At this point, you're kind of just waiting for him to tell you where he's at, and then continue to build him up. The greatest challenge that we'll have of all as we go out on this road trip, the way we have it mapped out, is we don't project to have any practices here in this entire week. So that makes it that much more challenging for a guy like him to get his reps and such. But today's practice was an important one for him. But he's just got to continue to work through it and get to a point where he himself feels comfortable and confident to be playing games. And in the meantime, it's good for us that Jones progressed throughout this week and got the game in last night and got through that. And today was a scheduled day off for Jones. He's fine. Just he didn't take the day off the other day like the team did, because he was preparing for last night's start. So with Jones and Samson off, being healthy, it gives us some little extra time for Joseph to get ready.
How do you think getting John away from the net on power plays maybe opens things up?
Well, it's gotten him further away from the goalie, so it's allowed some of the tip goals that he's had are happening further away from the net, which is far more dangerous than when you're tipping close to the goaltender. A lot of times, the closer you get to the net, the less likely you are to score, just because there's less angles and such for the puck to switch direction before it hits the goalie. And that's helped them with some of those types of goals. And then obviously you're much more of a shooting threat when you've got a little more distance from the goaltender. So that's worked out really well for him there, and that helped kind of get our power play going just before the break, and then coming out of it. And power play's gone really well since. Obviously last night John not there was very good and very dangerous. So that continues to be a strength of ours.
How do things change for a noon game? You had them with the Marlies, I guess, at the school day game. So this is a bit of a different animal.
Yeah. You wake up and get right to it. It's there's some advantages in that. My experience with these types of games is you sort of dread them going in, just because it's such a radical change to what you're used to, especially with our team. We seem to play the least amount of afternoon games in the NHL every year for TV and such. But when the game's over, you're pretty happy, because you still got half a day to play with. Usually game days kind of eat away at life.
Yeah.
In this sense today, we're kind of able to come in and get a good practice, which in essence was sort of like tomorrow's morning skate, and then you wake up and get right to it. So it's different for us for sure, but I think probably have a mixed bag of guys that really like it, and then others that are more routine and superstition based, that probably not such a big fan, but by the time the puck drops, I think it all equals out and you just go play hockey.
Thank you.